Well, Halloween is over. You wouldn't be able to tell by the way I look, but it is. It's the day after Halloween, and this video is to kind of go over my last week or so of October. It was kind of busy, which is why I didn't do many vlogoween videos throughout the month, was because of all this stuff that was put into the last part of it. So the first thing was I got all this put together, and my mom and I did our annual Halloween kind of slumber party over at a hotel. We did jack-o'-lanterns that we absolutely loved. There's a before and after picture that I'll show right here. And I also did a video of it that night after, well, not the night that we carved them, but the next night when I came home. So this is it in its spot that I found on my table behind me. Is my table now from my bed with my little jack-o'-lantern. I love him so much. I don't know if he's gonna be looking the same by the time I get home from my sister's. So that's why I'm kind of catching him on camera now. This is him a day old. I love it so much. I want to start doing this every year. I want to start carving a little pumpkin like him. The sad thing about that is, well, we did it kind of early. So our slumber party was on the 21st. Yeah. So you kind of can guess what happened before Halloween. It kind of died. It kind of died like 2 days later, but he was cute. I loved him. And we did dress up in our costumes. We took some pictures with our jack-o'-lanterns. This is mine. And we were trying to get the right angle of it, which I think we did. I actually took a couple pictures. I looked at the Bride of Frankenstein online, trying to find some like really good pictures of her that I know was everywhere, and I tried to recreate them. So looking to the side and the one I just showed you, that's something she always tends to do, or at least in the pictures that I found of her. And then there was this one, and this was a lot of fun to do because it's a different kind of look. So the reason why I chose her this year to be is obviously, if you didn't see the way I nerded out when I found her, it's because of the bust behind me, if you can see. Maybe I should grab her. Hang on. It's because I found her this year. This I have been searching for, I have been looking at in different YouTube videos, and I finally found her. So this seemed like the perfect year to be her. I'm just gonna hold her for the rest of it because honestly, with these things that I have on, I'm afraid to put her down because I'm afraid that she's gonna slip and I won't have her anymore. So this is me just kind of protecting her. So she's gonna be with me for the rest of this video. So after the Halloween slumber party that my mom and I had, literally the day after. So we spent the night and then we came home. And then after that night, we went over to my sister's place. And so this was planned originally just me going there because we got tickets. My sister got tickets to this Halloween kind of orchestra, if you call it that. There are 4 people, kind of like Halloween string concert. It was called Candlelight. And this is a picture of them that I got, and it was all Halloween themed music. Of course, there was like Beetlejuice and Psycho and Halloween and Rocky Horror Picture Show, and it ended, kind of ended. Rocky Horror Picture Show was actually the last one, but it kind of ended with Nightmare Before Christmas. So we were able to record a little bit of that. So I'll show a snippet of that because, you know, copyright issues and everything. But this is kind of what it was like. And it was cool because where it was held, it was in like a train museum. And so there are actual like trains that they use like in the 1800s. They used to use these trains, and it was really cool seeing them. So you kind of went through them before you got to the place where the concert was. And that was so much fun. So that was kind of like our little Halloween celebration, pre-Halloween celebration. My mom ended up coming, and she actually ended up coming to the concert with us. So it was kind of cool. The three of us, me, my mom, and sister, all went to this thing. And then we kind of hung out with the family for the rest of the time because it's been a while since we visited my sister, just me and my mom going. So we kind of caught up, did Halloween like things. Like we went and walked around the neighborhoods and looked at different Halloween decorations. And there's actually a lot in her area, which is kind of cool. And then, so my roommate and I, with the recommendation of someone I work with, Franny, when we moved back into the apartment, she was saying about how we should have like a housewarming party without it really being a housewarming because we've been in here. It's like a welcome back home party. And we had one. So we ended up taking a picture, but it was a picture too late because there were two other people there that didn't end up in the picture because they left first. They showed up first and then they left first. But this is everyone that I know that I invited, people that I invited to the party. And that was cool. So it was kind of like a Halloween homecoming party. I think that's what we ended up calling it. So this is the next day with our spider web. So this is actually my area, my entrance. There's a wall. You can see my room. So I come through here. I kind of have to duck down, but you know what? I don't care because it's cool and it's spider webs. So if you come towards the front door, this is what you see. So it's covering everything, which I love. And that ghost up there, you've seen him on my wall before, so I didn't get a chance to hang him up this year, but I'm glad he was still of use. That was kind of like my last week of October. It was just packed with different things, which is why I was kind of absent, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Halloween itself, I didn't dress up as her for work. What I did instead, because it's a lot, it doesn't really show very well on the video, I don't think, at least what I'm looking at right now, but maybe it'll show up more in editing. But my face is lighter, and then I had to do the makeup, which doesn't seem like it takes crazy long to do, but to try and lighten up my face, that took a while. And so I knew I wouldn't have enough time to do it before work. So what I did instead, being a big Robert England fan and him getting his star on Halloween, I thought was amazing. So I wore my Freddy Krueger sweater and I did my eyeshadow in a way that I was really proud of. I tried to make it look like his face. So that's how I went to work. And well, I saved basically for you guys. And I think I'm gonna be her again maybe next year because I feel like I didn't get as much use out of her as I could. So I might recreate this, but at least I wanted to show you guys who I was, why I was her, and I hope you guys had an amazing Halloween. I am sad that it's over. I think it's gonna be weird to say, but I think it's not the actual day that I like. I mean, obviously, I like the day, but it's more the month itself leading up to Halloween. That's what I enjoy with the pumpkin patches and just all the different events, like the thing that I went to, the Halloween concert, things like that. That's what I like about October. That's what I like about this time of year because the stuff that I like all throughout the year is finally like, I don't want to say popular, but maybe, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. But there's things going on kind of surrounding it. So it's my time to really enjoy myself. The whole month of October, I love. That's what I'm going to miss. But it was a good one. It was a good year. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.